I landed my first remote job with a company in Europe from Nigeria, doing something very simple. I did not search a remote job website. I did not go to any recruitment, no Upwork, no Fiverr. I just did one very simple thing, and that is I went on Google and did a simple Google search. So I'm going to be showing you the example of what I just did. So I went on Google and I did a simple Google search. So for context, I'm a content writer, so I just went to Google and said hiring content writer. So when I did this, I checked through the results that I saw. I said hiring content writer remote. So I checked through the result that I saw, and I actually went through and I saw companies that were actually hiring, and I decided to check, the roles that they were hiring for, and that was how I landed my first remote job. As simple as that. So I'll use this strategy. I actually still did it yesterday, and I saw an opportunity and I applied to that opportunity. So that's when it dawned on me that people do not actually leverage the power of search. So if you can properly search, you do not have to jump from one remote job website to the other, from agencies, Upwork, Fiverr, all of that. If you can search properly using the right keyterms, you'll be amazed at the kind of opportunities that you will get. And not just me, I've landed a remote job this way, and I've helped a lot of people land remote job from what I share here on YouTube and in my personal community. I've received a lot of testimonials. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the ways I actually directly search to remote job directly to these companies, and how you can do the same thing, no gatekeeping, and actually land the remote job of your dream. Like, this thing is not as complicated as people make it to be. It can be just very simple. So without further too much talk, let's get right into the video. So I've already shared with you what I did. The first method I did was just to say hiring content writer remotes. Yeah, that's what I did. So I checked through the results, just like what you can see here. So you just check through the results, and if you see any job that looks like what you want, you go ahead and apply for it. So that is one way that I did, that I actually found remote jobs. Let me turn on my data connection. Okay, so that is one way I actually found remote jobs. So another way I use Google search to find remote job is using what I call Google search operators. So search operators allow you to specify your search, to know where exactly you're going to and what you're looking for. And for this strategy, I use applicant tracking system. So like ATS websites, your Breezy, HR, Greenhouse, Workable, all of this stuff. So I use them to make my search more targeted. So here's an example of how you can do so. So you go to this place, site.greenhouse.io/remote content writer. So when I click that in, so I've done all of this on my laptop so that this video is very short. So when I enter that, you will see all of the job applications for job posting for content marketer, content writer around this ATS site, because these platforms do not publish their jobs. People use them as their ATS or job portal to publish. So you see the different job for home service content writer, ILS, when join our team. So this is one way to actually find remote job, and you can actually use this tool and filter. So if you want to see jobs in the past 1 hour, in the past 24 hours, you just do this, and it will show you, okay, my network is bad, and it will show you only results that only jobs that were posted in the last 1 hour and all of that. So as I talk about different Google search methods, in other videos, and I'll talk about that actually as we go ahead in this video. So another way you can use Google search, aside from this search operator, I have an article so that will give you in-depth knowledge about this. So this is just an overview so that you understand what I do. Another way is to actually look for content marketing agencies. So for instance, as a content writer, I'm using the example of a content writer because I'm a content writer. So one of the ways I have noticed that the easiest ways to actually land remote opportunity if you are just starting out as a beginner is to work with agencies or content mills. So agencies, content mills, they already have clients, they get the clients, they're like the middleman, and they'll get writers to work with these their clients. So you can search for content marketing agency in US. if that is your target location for remote work. So I just did that, and I can see some content marketing agencies in the US. You can just see a couple of them. You still see all of them, so most times they are usually hiring. That's the thing about content marketing agencies. So you can just go look at all of them and check out the ones that check out their career pages and all of that. So to even make the whole thing, okay, let's check out this one. So I just open one content marketing agency, okay, this one is India, Texas, whatever. So I'm not seeing their career page, but you can just check out a couple of them and you see if you actually find their career pages. So another way to even make this even better is to actually use a VPN. So when you use a VPN and you look at content, just like the Google business profile. So when you use a VPN, I say content marketing agencies, based on your location, it's going to bring out all the content marketing agencies. So if you are going to be looking at 20 content marketing agencies or 100, I look at them step by step. I'm giving an example as a content writer. I look at all of them step by step. You will see they are mostly hiring, and you see they have a career page, or come right with us. Or even if they are not hiring, the thing about content marketing agencies that they're always looking to ace their fulfillment. Like they want, so if you are good at it, you can just reach out to them, go on LinkedIn and reach out to the agency, and you'll be amazed at the opportunity. But most times they usually have their opportunities in their career pages, so many people don't know about it. But this is the quickest way, one of the quickest way to land remote job as a Nigerian, as an African. Works amazingly. So that's one way to do that. So another way I use Google search. Another way I use Google search is to actually just search. Let me say something like find remote talent. Like I talk about remote job, I love talking about remote job, freelance and all of that. So I can just say maybe something like find remote talent global, something like that. So why am I talking about that? So this kind of keywords, the companies that will use this kind of keywords are HR companies, job search companies abroad. So we are going to be looking at all these kind of companies. So since that is what I want, so these are the kind of companies I'm going to be looking at. Okay, this is what I talk about. So you are going to be looking at all of these companies and check their career page. That's the first thing you do. Check their career page. If they are not hiring, then you can now check them out on LinkedIn and all of those stuff. So it gives you an idea of the kind of companies, and you'll be amazed at the opportunities you get. Or you can just reach out to them. You'll be amazed at the opportunities you get by simply just searching. Seriously, by simply just searching, you see amazing opportunities. Okay, this is not clicking. I don't know if it's my website, my internet connection in this my location is very bad, but just to give you an overview of what I am actually talking about. So these are the ways that you can use Google, and many other ways. So I have this in detail, step by step, if you have not done any of this thing before, in my ebook and in my course. So it will guide you on how to get started with all of this stuff. So another way I find remote jobs through search, and people do not know, is going to LinkedIn. Now people feel like you must have followers, connections, blah 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 on LinkedIn, but you can use LinkedIn strategically by searching. And one way I do that is to go to what they call LinkedIn ad library. Now companies that do ads on LinkedIn are usually like the giggy kind of companies that have money to spend on ad, and they're looking for a specific result. So let me say you are a media buyer, or you are a ad specialist, whatever. So when you see a brand already doing ad, and you can look at the ad, like maybe the ad is not even converting. When they're doing ad, you know that they are trying to grow. So these are some of the companies. When I just search marketing agencies, so these are the companies that are running ads on LinkedIn. So you can look at these companies and reach out. I actually got an opportunity, I think was it in France or Italy, yeah, by going through Facebook ad library and then looking at people who posted on ads and reaching out. This is an amazing way. So you can see this content marketing agency, all of that. So when you see that, you can reach out or check their websites, check their career pages. You'll be amazed. These are the ways that you can get amazing remote opportunities that people do not know. Search is powerful. All right. So this is one way. So we're just talking about search. There are a million and one ways to find remote job, but let me just focus on search for today. So another way to do that is we're going to look at another method. This other method, we use this on LinkedIn also. So you can notice, I don't know if you can see this place. I said YC 2025S. So I made a video and I noticed about finding job on startup. So I've noticed from my personal experience that one of the easiest way to land remote job as a Nigerian or as an African is actually to work with startups. Startups are more open to hiring talent globally from anywhere more than like more established companies. So they don't mind wherever you're from, Africa, Nigeria, Asia, whatever. So far you have the right skill and you can deliver, you are going to be hired. So one way I actually single out startups or startup founders on LinkedIn. So I go and search YC 2025S. So YC stands for Y Combinator, is like a funding, startup funding company. So 2025 spring. So they have different cohorts. So 2025. So when you click on this, it will show you all of the companies that got funded by Y Combinators. So if I click on people now, it's going to show me people who have this YC 2025A. So you know that this is just a startup that got funded in summer or spring of 2025. So it's just a new company, and startups are always on the go. They're looking for new people. They want to get things going. This is a great way to find startup owners and startup brands that you can reach out to and find work. So don't mind my internet connections. Okay, so this is an example. This person is a Nigerian, all right, but this is what I'm saying. Y Combinators 2021 spring or summer, whatever. So you just keep going down. You see different. So because I think because I'm in Nigeria, so it's showing me Nigerians. So if I change the location to United States, because let's say I want to see people from the US, it will give me that result. Please pardon my very bad network, so I don't know my location. So you just, I don't know, I'm still seeing Nigerians, or anyway, but this is an example. Founder, CEO, YC 2023 startup. So you just see startup owners and you can reach out to the startup owners and all of that. So this is a shortcut that I use. It works absolutely. Meta ad library. Yep. So this is Meta ad library, Facebook ad library, just like we did for LinkedIn ad library. So based on what you search for, like I just searched for marketing agency, I selected US. So it's going to be showing me marketing agencies in the US that are running ads. So you see all of those stuff. Say join our team, just see all of those stuff, and you can reach out if a company is running ad, they want to grow. So if you can work in anywhere, anything that has to do with growth and all of that, or you're a copywriter, whatever, this is a good place to come in. So I found an opportunity doing this. People do not know this secret. I'm telling you this thing for free. I'm not gatekeeping. So that is one method that I do, right? Yeah, this is, you can also try this. So another way I can search, I talk about this strategy with people in my community and people where I had an accountability group, and I share this strategy with them. So one of the other ways that you can go is to look out for companies that are hiring, that hired 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So I'm going to be showing you an example. So I want you to go to this website, onlinejobs.ph. So it's a website that people all over the world, mostly US, UK people, go to hire Filipinos, because Filipinos like charge lower. So you go to this website, and the goal is just to see content writer, social media manager, February 5th today. There are a lot of jobs there. So you can actually, most people, they even put the name of their companies, and you can reach out to this company. So the goal is that you can even reach out directly, instead of, because you are not allowed to register on the platform, so you can reach out directly. The goal is to just search. We're talking about search, so you can just come here and search for your job, whether you're a graphic designer, whatever you are. You search and reach out personally to these people. So these are some of the ways that I have found clients that people do not really know about, but they actually work. Search works, and it saves you the time of jumping from one remote job website to the next. And this is not just for only me. I've gotten testimonials. People have used my strategy and they actually got a remote job. So because I try all of this different stuff and they actually work for me, I decided to create an ebook and a course to help people, because it is one thing to find the jobs, like what the different methods that I've shown you today. It's another thing to actually apply and get the job. I think most people miss it at the point where they are applying, at the point of reaching out, at the point of selling their skill and services. So what I share what I've discovered: people always want to sell their service or their skill when you should be selling an offer. And in my ebook, I made the difference between an offer and your skill. They are two different. And when you start to sell an offer, you make more money and you get hired quickly than when you are trying to sell your skill. So this is the ebook that I created and the course, because I was doing this thing, I was getting results. People, I was also helping people get results for free. I was just like, wait a minute, what if I do this thing, organize it, create a course, create an ebook, and help even more people land remote jobs? So that's why I created this ebook. When you get this course, you get a free ebook. So this is just, everything that, how the whole stuff look like. And the good thing, I wish I had this ebook when I started. And the good thing about it is, if you've never worked remotely before, you've never done all this, you don't even know where to start from, this ebook and this course will take you right from the very beginning, the kind of skill to acquire. I even have a free workbook that you can figure out what niche, what you are good at, where you should start from, and all the way until how to reach out. Because even if I give you the link or application form to a job, a remote job, if you don't know how to apply properly, you will not still get the job. So it's not about top 10 websites to find remote jobs. If you find the remote jobs, how you apply for the jobs will determine, and how you perform in the interview determine whether you finally get this job. And you need things like, you also need to have a CV, you also need to have a good CV, a good profile, all of those things. I fixed all of those things. So if you are interested in landing a remote job in 2026, I think you should get this course and this ebook. Not because I created it, because it's actually amazing. And I have portfolio templates, CV templates, everything you need. I already had that set to. So these are some of the ways, unhinged way. People do not know these ways, and that you can find remote jobs by just doing a simple search. This will save you tons of hours that you're going to be searching from one remote job to another, struggling on Upwork and Fiverr, all of that, on LinkedIn. This is a strategy that works. It works. In fact, when the first set of people who bought my course and my ebook, I had an accountability group for them. In 1 week, one guy actually got 4 people respond to him in Dubai, and he told me that he got someone from Dubai saying that they will actually love to work with him in just 1 week, and he has never worked remotely before. Because I know that this strategy works, and you will learn more about how to reach out to these clients when you find the job, how to actually reach out. This covers everything. So yes, so if you have more questions about how to go about this, how to start your remote work journey, how to build, any question you have, I'll be more than happy to respond to you in the comment section, and let me know.